Hi everyone, this video is for my Art 1 drawing class studio. We have one in A period and G period. Right now you should be home and you should be working on your name project, in which we use the elements of line and shape to create the principle of art, balance and symmetry. Every project will have an element of art or to create a principle of art, so keep that in mind. Now, while you're home doing remote learning, please keep in mind I'm expecting you to work at least 3 hours in your sketchbook or in a final project, but you should be cutting out that much time at home. So when you finish up your name project, and many of you are finished up, this will be the next project. We'll be using the element of art, value. Value is simply moving from light to dark in a gradual progression that allows you to create space. So even though I just use a gray field here, I can create a sphere using that gray field. With this one, we'll be using graphite. That's a simple number 2 pencil. If you don't have one, I will give you one. But we're learning to manipulate the graphite on the field in order to make a nice smooth transition to get that three-dimensional quality. If you go to the LMS, you will see that I put this chart up here, and there is your gray field, which is a gradual transition, and the above gray field, they're segmented. You should do both in your sketchbook. Over here, I have some basic geometric shapes. I know it's hard to believe, but this is how the universe is made up. There really aren't more shapes than this. And you should do each shape and create one in your sketchbook. And you can be relatively rough and quick. I want you to draw it. This isn't a final draft. This is a drill. But we can get each one of these in and fill a page up relatively quickly. So for here's the sphere, which really is a circle here. I put the circle on the page. I make a horizon line. I choose a light source. Here it's coming there, so I'll put the shadow there. And then I fill the shadow in, and I'm just manipulating. Those are drills you work for the project coming up. The next project we'll be trying to draw a fish underwater. So what you need to do is make thumbnails in your sketchbook. And you can see this thumbnail here. I have designed the fish going on the page, the middle of the page, and then off the page. And there's my horizon line down there. Here, it's just a rough sketch. I have 2 fish coming to the middle and kissing. Here, the fish are a little bit larger. There's only 3 of them, but again, they're coming on and off. And one, I have the vertical design and the fish being large, taking up the space, reaching for a hook. These are rough. You should have several of them, not just one in your sketchbook. When I ask you to look for your thumbnails, don't just have one. You want a couple ideas that you're eventually going to flesh out. Once I get my thumbnails, after I've done my drills, I can start designing my rough. Again, this is just a rough. You're not applying the tone just yet. But clearly I have a foreground, I have a midground, I have a background, and I'm ready to go. It's a very basic design with my treasure chest below. Now I can do something a little bit more different, with the fish coming right at me and giving a bit more personality. But again, the goal is to create space, not the fish. The fish is just our tool in order to create a project that will allow us to develop our skills in using graphite to develop space within a drawing or a picture plane. But that's what you can be doing at home. So first, before you do any of this, we should be doing our drills. Pay no attention. That's just the ghost here at St. Paul's. We have plenty of them. You should be taking each geometric shape and creating a horizon line, a light source, and then fill that in relatively quickly. I'm not looking for really neat drawings. I'm looking for you to practice this graphite on paper to create a three-dimensional image. And once you get these shapes in your sketchbook, we can start working on thumbnails of what we want our fish design, and then a rough, and then we'll start applying our graphite. Very good. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Thank you for playing. Bye-bye.